Hello, this is Patrick with New Jersey's Outdoor Adventures YouTube channel. Very excited to have Paul back on the channel today, and he brought down Hunter. Hunter is his partner in building these awesome vans. Hello and welcome to New Jersey Outdoor Adventures.
Hello folks. Yes, I team up with Hunter to build these vans. Hunter has worked for me since he was in high school. It's been about 15 years. When I retired, he went on his own, but continued to help me when I started building vans during the pandemic as a hobby. He's an expert with electrical. He can weld. I can't weld to do the tank brackets, and we team up, and this is the results. I do the most of the design. On this van, my objective was to open up the space, to have less walls for the bathroom, etc., etc. And we still provided privacy in a bathroom by use of curtains. But when you want the van all open, it appears to be a lot larger and more enjoyable with all the windows. And that was what I was trying to get at with this build. And I'm going to have Hunter show you the inside.
All right, come on in. I'll show you the layout and the floor plan of this van. Up front, you have the original Ford front end with the optional upgrades and optional swivel seat. You have a full galley-sized kitchen, which then goes into a double separate bed that can be turned into one full-size bed, all the way to the rear, full wet bath with teak tray. Now going back to the front, you have a large overhead storage compartment to store all the cables, any hoses, or any larger items separate. That brings you down to the large galley kitchen with multiple built-in drawers, all utilizing the IKEA cabinet fronts and metal frames to help with long-term stability of the drawers. So underneath, you have a 2.7 gallon electric Bosch hot water heater. And then to the left, you have a 130 liter truck fridge, which is a DC refrigerator. On top, you have a double induction cooktop. And to this side, you have a large, deep stainless steel sink with an adjustable faucet. Behind it, you have the water pump switches in an easily accessible area. Up above, you have a storage locker. To the left, you have a full 900 watt microwave. And then above, you have a marine vinyl headliner that's 100% waterproof and easy to clean. And that covers up deep insulation, 2.5 inches of insulation throughout the ceiling. And then towards the front, you have a privacy curtain that is UV blocking. Down below, you have a marine tweed fabric for the flooring, which is very durable also. It's waterproof and stain proof. To this side, this is your actual water fill for your gravity water fill here. And then you have a Laguna mount table with a Corian countertop. Going farther back, you have two twin-sized beds that can be conjoined into one bed, just utilizing the pull-out drawers in 2-foot sections. And then, once these are out, you can use your 4-foot section and a 2-foot section to optionally choose where you would like to have the bed conjoined. Underneath this side bed, you have 6 2-foot slide-out storage cabinets that use a positive hook system to help maintain them being closed. And then above, on this bed, pull this out of the way, the whole back of this mattress will lift up into a reclining position for comfort. Above here, you have multiple cabinet lockers with a nice cabinet backing, so that way you can access all of the original wiring. The frames are made out of 80-20-10 series to help hold everything together and for strength. Up front, you have a 12-volt deluxe maxi fan. And then here, you have a 5000 BTU Houghton AC and heat pump. To operate this air conditioning, you utilize the battery bank with the front displays here for the inverter and for the battery capacity. The battery bank itself, all of the panels are accessible right here for all your 12 volt and 120 breakers. You have a main battery panel switch with both Bussmann fuses for the inverter and for the DC to DC. In the next cabinet, you have a 3000 watt Rhenology inverter. And then in front of that, You have the battery storage, which currently holds a 300 amp hour lithium battery and has optional for another 300 amp hour battery. This is actually a computer fan to help with the actual cooling of the units, as everything is placed to have flow through behind here, through here, back to the original rear AC to help keep everything cool in the summer when you're charging. Now for the lighting, front and rear lighting is controlled by a touch dimmer. Then to the rear shades, you just go up, and both sides and front side all work in conjunction or independently to go up and down for privacy. And then to both sides of the bed, you have touch on and off with USB port, spotlights for reading. Both driver's and passenger side windows flip out for ventilation. Now I'd like to show you the rear bathroom. You have a full-size vanity here with access beneath. Above you have a Corian countertop with a built-in medicine cabinet. And to the left of that you have the diverter valve for the overhead and for the handheld unit. Looking above, you have a full track system here for the curtains to give you privacy whether you're showering or using the bathroom, with a full-size 10-inch rain head shower unit. Over on this side, you have a locker for all your toiletries. And underneath of that, you have two built-in soap trays. Then down here, you have the Separetti urine diverting toilet. Now let me show you how the shower pan works. Each of these inserts can be inserted to the sides of the teak tray in order. That will hold the shower curtains from extending out onto the marine carpet. There's a drawstring just to hold these that's actually secured above a drip tray in the floor. All these curtains continue out on the full side here, so you have privacy on that side, and this side continues all the way around, leaving you access once you are in the shower to the diverter valve. Now let me show you underneath the teak tray to show you the actual shower pan. These pop right out on both sides for easy cleaning and sanitation of the teak trays. Underneath is a 30 by 32 tray with drains on both sides, so that way it doesn't matter which way your van's leaning while you're utilizing the bathroom. Now I'd like to hop out and show you these. Both sides have storage cabinets all the way up. On the passenger side, the driver's side has a GFI outlet and then storage in between, while this false door covers the diverter valve. Up above, on the rear, you have a full-size pull-down bug screen. This van also maintained the original rear AC that was based off the passenger van, so you have rooftop AC, dash AC, and rear AC. Now I'd like to show you the outside. This wasn't originally a government vehicle, so replaced them with LED backup lights just for the ease of backing up. On the side here, you have a 30 amp shore connection with your gray water dump, which is controlled by electronic valve in the front.
Paul and Hunter, thank you very much for taking the time to give us a tour of this awesome creation. My first impression of this particular van, not only is it very stealth, but it's an extremely open floor plan. And I love the modern touches and the quality of the materials. Now I noticed there is a 320 amp hour battery on board, and it looked like there's room you could maybe put one more battery?
Yes, Hunter.
That is correct. There's 300 amp hours currently contained in the van. We built the lower cabinet large enough so they can hold 600 amp hours if there was ever a future upgrade to self-support the air conditioner or any other AC power device you plan on putting in there.
And there's no solar on the roof currently, but it's prepped. If someone could add solar if they wanted to.
It can easily be added solar. Behind on the lower cabinet, as you saw before in the video, there's a large space underneath the bed, so there is room for any type of charge controller, whether it be MPPT or any other type of charge controller.
Yes, this is our base build. So you can have swivels, extra batteries, solar, awnings, whatever you want. So this is what we call a base build, and you can add things from there.
But it started life as a government vehicle. It's an extended Ford Transit 3.5 EcoBoost.
Correct.
And what's nice is it has the rear air conditioner, so as you're driving down the road, you could run that rear air conditioner, not the rooftop air conditioner, but you can run that separately to keep the whole van cool. And it came with all the windows too, so there's less work in cutting in there.
The benefit to having a second AC, especially on a black vehicle, is when you get to the campsite, your vehicle is already cooled down. So you're only depending on the battery run or the van, the Ogden AC to cool it from that level of 7 degrees or heat. Yeah.
And we've featured you on the channel several times now, and every time we do a video, someone buys the van from you and you got to start all over. But off camera, we were talking about, you just bought a Sprinter four-wheel drive. Is that your next project?
Yes, it is. You cannot get new Transits anymore. They're on hold. It may be 6 months, they may be a year. So I ordered 2 Mercedes. One's a 2-wheel drive and one's a 4-wheel drive Sprinter vans, and they're both short. One of those is going to be mine. But I'm going to go with a similar concept I had in the previous, except I'm going to have a new surprise. It's going to have more of a Murphy bed and a couch. Because one thing I'm missing in all my van builds, and my wife pointed it out, is we have beautiful beds, but during the day, it would be nice to have a couch you can lean back. So I have one plan for that.
And Paul, it's always a pleasure to have you on the channel. I'm sure this one's going to be for sale, and you're very good at answering all the comments. And Hunter, it's awesome to meet you. You have a fan base and you don't even know about it.
Not until recently.
Yeah, but they are going to be very, very happy to finally see you on video. This is Patrick with New Jersey's Outdoor Adventures YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us.
See ya.